Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this video is going to be about Q&As about Paris and how my experience was. A lot of you have been waiting for that, so I said let me do it here. I'm basically going to answer questions that I put on my Instagram story, and people ask basically so many questions. So let's do those. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if I did put kind of like a playlist for Paris travel guide for food, basically any sightseeing I did, and my vlogs from day 1 to day 5 of everything I did, so you can see how I experienced it and you can also see the city. Okay, so let's start with the Q&A. So I want to start with the first one. Okay, so the first question is, did you book tours there, like for example the Eiffel Tower and all that? So we didn't really book any tours. We said let's go there, see how the weather is, and then decide from there. We actually didn't even go up the Eiffel Tower. Like, if that's something you want to do, great, do it. We didn't even go in the Louvre. Again, if that's something you want to do, then do it. That's totally up to you. So with the Eiffel Tower, you have to make sure that it's good weather. So for me, I wouldn't book it like ahead of time, because if it's really foggy, you're gonna see nothing, because it's literally the view of Paris. Instead of doing that, we did the carousels, the Ferris wheel, but that's only on between like 17th of November and 8th of January. It's kind of like a winter thing. And that was really nice because you get to see the view with the Eiffel Tower. And another great view is Galeries Lafayette. They have a really great view, and you can see the Eiffel Tower, so that's a really good one. I actually saw that on TikTok. And then another great view of the Eiffel Tower is what's it called? The Arc de Triomphe. If you climb up, so apparently it's really tiring, but we had a kid, so that's not possible. But if you climb up the Arc de Triomphe, you can see the view of the whole Paris with the Eiffel Tower. Because for me, when it comes to views, I'd rather have a view where I can see the Eiffel Tower rather than without the Eiffel Tower, if you know what I mean. Okay, so that's basically it. We basically didn't book any tours. And then secondly, was it easy? That's the second question. Was it easy to find halal food? So honestly, there were so many options. It was endless. And I would say the best way to find halal food places is literally go on TikTok and put halal food in Paris, and you will get so many places. So I did put on my Instagram, TikTok, and even on YouTube the halal places that I ate at, but there's so much more and so many more options. So just literally check on TikTok, and honestly you'll find everything. And then you'll find like halal food pages that only review halal food places, which is really great. So if you want more variety compared to obviously where I went to, and also me, I had breakfast at the hotel, which is such a money saver, especially because you want to eat a really good breakfast. Then you basically only need like an early dinner before you go back to the hotel, and then you're good. So it depends on you and how many meals you want to have in a day. We're a two meal people family. We're not really a 3 meal person, so so that's what I would like suggest. Okay, so that's halal food for you. How was your travels in Paris being a hijab? This is the third question, since there's so much issues with hijab in France. Honestly, I didn't have an issue at all, and I saw so many people wearing hijab. So I didn't experience any like weird looks in that. Like, I know some people like they'll get weird looks and they'll feel uncomfortable in that, but I didn't experience that at all. I was like completely fine. I really enjoyed Paris. Like, I saw so much negativity about Paris. Like, I totally understand, but like for me, I just went in with an open mind, and I was like, you know what? Every city is different. You're gonna get good people and bad people. That is normal, whatever country you go to. So I was like, you know what? I'm here to enjoy the city. Whatever happens, happens. If you know what I mean. That's how you should. I feel like that's how you should go, or how you should be when you go to a new country, right? So yeah, everything was fine. Someone asked why Paris. Well, I've always wanted to go to Paris ever since like Emily in Paris, Gossip Girl. What else? There's another show. Oh, Monte Carlo. Ever since I saw those, I was like, I have to go to Paris. And it was honestly everything I ever wanted. I did everything that I wanted to do. It was my dream trip, put it that way. I've always wanted to go there. So that's why we chose Paris. Is it kids friendly? So I think it is kid friendly. Honestly, we didn't have an issue like when we went to Versailles, getting on that train, the RER was kid friendly. They had an elevator to get to the train and that. So I think that was kid friendly. If you obviously have a few kids and you can't manage to carry your pram, or you can't walk downstairs in that, then I suggest you use the bus, because the metro is not kid friendly in a sense where it's not like accessible. So you have to go down a lot of stairs. So if you're in a wheelchair or you're in a cane and you can't really go down too many stairs, then I suggest take the bus. But obviously everything is much, much further. With the metro, everything is so quick. Like we didn't even touch the bus. We're like, we'd rather carry the pram down and catch the subway because it's so much easier and it's so much quicker because there's like every few minutes there's a new one coming. So if you miss one, it's like not stressful. Like here in like Dublin, like when you compare the public transport, you're like, oh my God, it is such a big difference. Like the public transport is nothing in Dublin compared to Paris. It's so much better in Paris and so much more effective and time saving. So if you don't mind carrying the pram or if you're just a couple on that, take the metro. It is so easy. I think it's like €1.90 per trip. You can get like weekly passes in that. We just did it as we like each trip we just paid as we go because we weren't sure when we were going to use it really. It just depended on how far it was where we were going from. So yeah, the metro is really easy. Definitely use it. And I think when you're in a metro, just like be wary of your stuff that you have on, like keep your phone on you, hold it, make sure you know where it is because some areas are busy going in and going out. So, and pickpocketing, they say, is very popular because someone can just touch you and like take your phone, if you know what I mean. So they just say, just be careful, you know, be aware, you know, I feel like when you're more aware, you're more looking at people and you can see and what's happening basically. But yeah, but then again, it just depends on how busy it is and just be wary and be careful, especially when you're in the metro because it gets quite crazy. Next thing is, how's the food situation? Again, there's so many halal food options, not an issue at all. Where did you stay and how was it? So we stayed at Hotel Claridge. It's a 4-star boutique hotel. It was literally a 5-minute walk from Champs-Elysees and I definitely recommend it. The location was the best. Like I'm so happy we changed our hotel. We booked another hotel that was like much further, like more on the Eiffel Tower side. And then so many people told us that it's better not to stay close to the Eiffel Tower because it's very quiet compared to the other side, which is the Arc de Triomphe side. So we're like, okay, you know what? Let's keep on looking. And then I don't know if you guys know about At Hotel. It's by Trip Scout. And honestly, you get such good deals there for like so much better hotels. And that's how we ended up getting a better hotel because we went on At Hotel Trip Scout and we got it there. We got it like at a really good deal. So I definitely recommend if you're looking for better hotels, use the At Hotel. You can just check them on Instagram and then they'll direct you from there. And yeah, and we really enjoyed that hotel. It was a really lovely experience. It was included with breakfast, so it was so convenient. Yeah, the breakfast was simple because again, it's a boutique hotel, but honestly, it was good enough. Like we just had like cheese and bread and pancakes, cereal, like pretty basic stuff, but it was good enough for us, alhamdulillah. And then next one is again, accommodation, Hotel Claridge. That was our accommodation. And then we have here, next question. Did you get discriminated at all for your headscarf? Alhamdulillah, I didn't. So it was a really good experience. And then we have last few questions. I saw you've mentioned halal places, but did you see any gluten-free while you're there? Honestly, I don't know. You would have to ask a person who's gluten-free because everything there is bread. Everything is bread, everything. Croissants, everything I had is gluten. So I honestly wouldn't really know. You would probably have to do that research on your own. Check maybe TikTok, put gluten-free food places or halal food places, put that on TikTok and I'm sure you'll get it because TikTok has become a search engine. So it's really easy to find whatever you need. And then things to do, but in a reasonable budget. So I think like there's a lot of places that like you can do for free, like you don't have to pay. Like for example, you can go Versailles, right? You can catch the train to Versailles. That's about $3.65 one way using the RER. And you can see the gardens for free. So you don't have to see the palace. The palace is basically paintings and showing you the rooms of the palace and all that. So if you don't want to see that, you don't want to see the Hall of Mirrors and all that, then you don't have to pay. It's about 20 euros. You can literally just go see the gardens. It's probably one of the best gardens in the world. So, and that is free to see. So it's totally up to you. We did see the palace and the gardens, and with the gardens, they do rent out golf carts. I think that's definitely something you should do to see the full gardens, but like, our little one wasn't in a good mood, so we're like, okay, we're done here. But we saw everything we wanted to see, if you know what I mean. And then another thing would be, so we didn't do the Eiffel Tower. So if you want the view of whole Paris, then you can do the Eiffel Tower. I'm not sure how much that is because we didn't do it. And I loved the Ferris wheel. It was literally all I wanted. And I got the view of the Eiffel Tower, which is exactly what I wanted. Other things to do, wow, there's like, we just went to Paris to chill, to enjoy the good food and walk around and enjoy the vibe. That's literally all we went to Paris for. We did a few of the Paris touristy things, but otherwise we just wanted to enjoy the food and chill, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so basically a lot of the questions were on if I had an issue wearing hijab. I think that's probably 50% of the questions, but alhamdulillah I didn't. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys go to Paris and use my recommendations, please let me know or tag me so I can see. I just love seeing other people enjoying Paris just like I did. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any more questions, you just put it below and I will help as much as I can and definitely reply. But yeah, hope you guys have a great day or night and enjoy the rest of your holidays. Bye guys!